Google Apps for Education has added Google Classroom. Here's my beta version of Google Classroom. In this first class, it's actually a class for a student. So if I click on that class, it brings me into the class. Phil Solomon is the principal at West Warwick High School, and he added me to the class. He actually created one assignment listed right here, finding the perfect seats at Fenway Park. And I can click on the assignment and I can view the assignment. So there's nothing in here. I can go in and add my response. It could be a Google Drive doc, a link, or I can upload a file and I can turn that in. So I actually have the option of participating in the class, or I can go in and view my other classes that I've created. So this is a Train the Trainer class that we ran, and Google Apps for Education teacher training. So if I click on this, this brings me into the Google Apps for Education teacher training class. If I click on students, it'll list the students in the class. I can add individual students, I can remove students, I can also email students. So these are folks who are in the course that we're running right now, and I can actually email this code right here to folks in our domain, and they can participate in the class. If I click on the stream link, it actually brings me to the stream. So I can add anything to the stream. It works a lot like Google Plus, and I can share that. So I really want people to utilize a resource for reporting back to everyone. So I can put in here, hi folks, please use this recording sheet to keep track of what you've learned and how it can be used in your classrooms. And I can link a Google Doc by going to Drive and finding the document. So I know that this is in a folder in here that I have called Google Leadership Symposium. I can double click that. Oops. And so I actually used the wrong document. I can delete that one and go back into my Drive and start the process all over again and find the doc. So I'm going to click on it. I want them to use a document in teacher training called XTT1 I Explored GAF and Chromebook apps. So I'm going to click add, and when I do that, it'll actually post that document. And the way I've set that document up is it's editable by anyone. So I'm going to click post here, and that will show as a post in my class. So it takes a minute to post that information, and it will be visible to everybody in the group. I can also add the same exact thing as an assignment, and it works a little differently in that when I click on assignment, I can say the same thing. So this is what I learned using Google Apps for Education. And I could describe it if I want to. Please use this form to share your learning with your classmates. And I can link to a document in here just by clicking on the attach Google Drive item. And again, I'll go through the same process that I just went through. Find my folder, and go into the teacher training folder, and then find the document that I want to use. And the difference now is that when I add this document, I can actually give some more instruction to Google Docs about what I want to happen here. So Right now it's set so that students can view the file. I can let students edit the file or make a copy for each student. Because this is a document that we're sharing across everyone in the class and we want everyone to see each other's input regarding the document, I want to allow them to edit the file. And I click Assign, and now what that does is it has it goes through a process where it takes that document and sends it out to each student in their Google Apps, in their classroom folder actually. And I can go in and say, oops, I have this due on October 5th. If I need to make any changes to that, I can go in and make the changes. So I can edit it if I need to, because I want it due at August 5th, but I want it due by 1 p.m. on August 5th. So I can go in here and make any of the changes that I need to in the document. So I'm going to scroll through and find one. Let me see, I'll say 1:30 p.m. and I click Save, and it makes some slight changes to the document. And it lets me know how many were turned in or how many were not turned in. So the difference between these two is one's an assignment and one is an announcement. And then later on I can go in and I can actually view the assignments and by student as well. So I'm going to click back on Stream, and that's Google Classroom very quickly.